I put the top 16 Beyblades from the first season of Metal Fight in a tournament bracket to see who's the best Metal Fusion Beyblade. This is Battlebladers. If it wasn't rigged by Nebula. Without further ado, this is our tournament bracket. Battles will be fought in a best of 3, except for the finals where it will be a best of 5. Let's kick this tournament off in the upper left bracket, where Storm Pegasus will be going up against Rock Orso. Alright, let's start the first round. It's Pegasus versus Orso. Pegasus going crazy early in this one, and he sends Orso flying. It's 1-0. Now let's go second battle of this first round matchup, and Pegasus instantaneously knocks out Orso. It's 2-0, and let's look at that beautiful knockout again. And Pegasus makes quick work of Rock Orso. Heading over to the next battle, we have Evil Gemios versus Cyber Pegasus. It's the second match of the first round, Cyber Pegasus versus Evil Gemios. Cyber Pegasus storing his power, looking for one big hit, and he does! He hits it, and it's 1-0. Evil Gemios will need to even things out this battle. Evil Gemios storing and does the same thing that Cyber Pegasus does, and it goes down to the final match. Cyber Pegasus 1, 2, 3 hits to knock out Evil Gemios, and let's look at that one again in slow motion. Cyber Pegasus wins it. And it's Cyber taking care of business, setting us up for a Pegasus versus Pegasus quarterfinal. Now we have the lower left bracket where the first match will be Storm Capricorn going up against Rock Scorpio. It's the third match of the first round, Capricorn the Unpredictable versus the Unorthodox Scorpio. Capricorn hitting Scorpio early in this one, and it's an uppercut that sends Scorpio to the ground. It's 1-0. Capricorn trying to become aggressive again in this one. Capricorn uses its power to circle around, and it's a counter by Scorpio, and it's all one. Who will take the victory in this one? Scorpio gets sent flying by Capricorn. Let's look at that from a different angle. I believe he went flying out of the barrier. And Capricorn proved to be too much for Rock Scorpio. Now it's time for Thermal Pisces versus Rock Leon. It is a battle of stamina versus recoil. Rock Leon versus Thermal Pisces. Thermal Pisces moving like an attack type, and this one being aggressive, and he sends Leon flying. It's 1-0 for Thermal Pisces. That was unexpected. But Leon feeling the pressure now. One more loss and he will go out, but he evens out the playing field. It's all one. Stamina type versus Rock, the defense type Rock Leon. And Rock Leon sends him flying and wins this battle. Oh, look at that hit. My goodness. Leon owned Pisces, setting himself up for a quarterfinal against Capricorn. Now moving to the upper right bracket, we have Lightning El Drago versus Flame Libra. Stability versus raw power. This is Flame Libra versus Lightning El Drago. I haven't even finished the introductions, and it's 1-0. El Drago looking to finish this early. El Drago becoming aggressive. 1, 2, 3 hits, and that was enough to finish the battle. It is Lightning El Drago's victory, and look at that very, very clean uppercut. Victory for El Drago. That was light work for the Dragon Emperor. Now it's time for Flame Sagittario and Rock Aries. I don't even know what to say about this battle. This will be a very dragged out battle. Who will have the better stamina? And let's fast forward because not much happening, and as we predicted, it is a spin out by Rock Aries. Now 1-0 for Aries. Whoop, we have some hits, and it's boring again. Fast forward again. Let's go to the end. Well, very uneventful, no replays for that. Anyway, 2-0 Aries. That is a win for Aries, who will face Lightning El Drago in the quarterfinals. Now heading to the lower right bracket, we have Earth Virgo versus Burn Fire Blaze. Well, it is another stamina battle. Let's hope this becomes a little bit more aggressive than the previous one. Yes! A knockout by a stamina type. 1-0 for Burn Fire Blaze. Now let's go to second battle. There's still some fire in their eyes. Fire Blaze still going at it against Virgo. Virgo holding on, but it now becomes boring again, and we're gonna fast forward. Anyway, let's see who's gonna win. Hopefully it's Fire Blaze, and it is Fire Blaze! Fire Blaze wins the stamina battle. Now it's time for Earth Eagle to fight Storm Aquario. Storm Aquario versus Earth Eagle, balance versus attack. Let's see what will happen. And Aquario gets hit by a mean counter, and early it's 1-0. Let's see if Storm Aquario can come back, or will Earth Eagle take the win on this one. And the Earth Eagle sends Aquario flying with a very heavy attack. It was the Eagle counter stance that won this battle. 2-0 Eagle. With the last match, the first round comes to an end, and now we have our Elite 8. Our second round match will be a test of speed, where Storm Pegasus fights Cyber Pegasus. This is the first quarterfinal match in Storm Pegasus versus Cyber Pegasus. Both are starting off very aggressive, but Cyber Pegasus sends Storm Pegasus to the abyss. It is 1-0. Moving on to the next battle. Storm Pegasus trying to avoid and uses a quick attack to send Cyber Pegasus flying. Now it all comes down to this. All one. We're all tied up, but Storm Pegasus about to do a nasty attack, and he does the Stormbringer. No, it was countered by Cyber Pegasus, but he sends Cyber Pegasus flying anyway. The victor is Storm Pegasus. And let's look at that beautiful attack by Storm Pegasus once more. If you ever wondered who the better Pegasus is, the answer is Storm Pegasus. Now going to our second quarterfinal match, we have Storm Capricorn going up against a fan favorite, Rock Leone. Capricorn versus Leone. These two Beyblades can send each other flying on a whim, and Leone gets the first knockout. It's 1-0. Now Capricorn feeling the pressure, and he sends Leone flying to tie this thing up, and just like that, we're all one, and it comes down to the final battle. Leone circling around Storm Capricorn, wanting to hit Leone to send him flying, but Leone counters. 1, 2. Now Storm Capricorn running out of stamina. He doesn't want this. He wants to knock out Leone, or it's over. And I think it is Rock Leone wins it. Leone takes down Capricorn and is ready for a meeting with Pegasus. Now moving up again to the upper right bracket, we're gonna have Lightning El Drago fight against Rock Ares. Ares' Eternal Defense versus the smash attacks of El Drago. Who would win? Now, both are starting off very, very slow, but El Drago from behind sends Ares flying. Will Ares lose in 2 matches, just like how El Drago did with Libra? But no, Ares is showing El Drago that there is someone that can fend off his attacks, and he ties it up all one. This is a banger, but El Drago with a very powerful attack sends Ares flying and wins it to go to the semifinals. Lightning El Drago demolishes Ares to soar to the semifinals, where he will be waiting for the winner between Burn Fire Blaze and Earth Eagle. Earth Eagle versus Fire Blaze. Who has the wings to soar higher? Who will go to the semifinal round? Now, we fast forward because nothing happens, and yeah, another boring stamina battle. Eagle takes it 1-0. Very anticlimactic, but no, Eagle turns the tables. No Phoenix will be resurrected this time as Eagle soars to the final 4. Let's start the semi-final round with the classic Storm Pegasus versus Rock Leone. If you are a Beyblade fan, you have been rooting for this battle. Storm Pegasus versus Rock Leone, and Storm Pegasus gets the jump on Rock Leone. It is 1-0. A soft attack, but it was enough to send Leone to the abyss. But Rock Leone counters immediately. We're all tied up. Who will take this battle, this match, and move on to the finals? It is Storm Pegasus with the heavy attack. Pegasus stops the King of Beasts. Now he's waiting for the winner between El Drago and Eagle. An immovable object versus an unstoppable force. Who will win this battle? Eagle taking 1, 2, 3 attacks from El Drago, but the fourth one sends him flying. It is 1-0 in favor of El Drago. Eagle wanting to come back to this one. Eagle tanking another hit from El Drago, another hit from El Drago, more hits, but no, it is 2-0, a sweep for El Drago. With that, the finals is set. The Stormbringer, Storm Pegasus, versus the Dragon Emperor himself, Lightning El Drago. This is the finals. And we are finally here. Two opponent forces meet, and El Drago with the buyback. El Drago gets that one, flees that one off Storm Pegasus, but Storm Pegasus comes back. It's all one. Remind everyone, this is a best of 5. And El Drago exchanging hits with Storm Pegasus. Storm Pegasus, who will run out of stamina first, but Pegasus with a nasty uppercut to El Drago. El Drago, 2, 3 uppercuts, and a barrage of attacks to send Pegasus to the abyss. Now, we all come to this, the final battle. Who will win the Battlebladers tournament? El Drago, 1, 2, 3 hits. Pegasus tanking it with the rubber flat. Pegasus counters. 1, 2, another counter from Pegasus. Pegasus circling around. Is it a storm? No, it's not a special attack, but he sends El Drago flying. And we have a winner, your champion, Pegasus. Battlebladers is complete. The winner is Storm Pegasus. This has been one of the most fun, but also one of the most difficult videos I've made. So if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as always, see you soon, metalheads.